that I've done long-term follow-up studies to the work that Timothy Leary did at Harvard. So the Good Friday experiment was in 1962.
The Good Friday experiment?
Yeah, the Good Friday experiment is incredible. So this was, Aldous Huxley had written The Doors of Perception and was talking about mescaline and spiritual experiences. And a lot of people who were doing work with LSD, with alcoholics and others in the 50s would have these spiritual experiences. Bill W., who started Alcoholics Anonymous, actually had an LSD experience in the 50s. And his first place getting sober was Belladonna. So Bill W., the founder of AA, had a psychedelic experience that got him sober in the first place.
Yeah.
And then later, about a decade or more later, he experimented with LSD. And he felt that this LSD could be tremendous for...
Well, what was his initial psychedelic experience that led him to get sober?
Well, it was Belladonna.
What is Belladonna?
It's kind of, when you think about what drugs did the witches use in the Middle Ages, it's a disorienting psychedelic. I think it's scopolamine.
Oh, that stuff is crazy. That's that devil's dust shit.
Yes, exactly. And
that's the stuff that's supposed to turn people essentially into zombies that are like very easy to suggest.
Yeah, Wade Davis has done studies about the voodoo cults in Haiti.
Yeah,
and what drugs they use, and they kind of can tranquilize people. They bury them alive. They think that
they blow dust in their nose. Yeah, scopolamine is also the stuff they use to stop people from getting motion sickness on boats, which is really crazy, like Dramamine patches.
Well, that illustrates the exact point, though, that it's not the thing itself, it's how it's used. It's the relationship you have with it, it's the dose, it's the route of administration, it's how you do it. So he
had scopolamine helped him get off of alcohol.
Yeah, you have this terrifying experience. Things come to the surface, but and it did help him. And then when he did LSD in the 50s, and I met one of the women that gave him the LSD, Sidney Cohn, was the man, and what he felt was that we talk about in AA about hitting bottom. Mm-hmm. You know, that people's lives, when they hit bottom, then they're finally ready to make a change. But that means that they've destroyed their families. They've destroyed their jobs, their health. And so what Bill W. felt is that you could give LSD to people and they could psychologically hit bottom.
Yes.
While they still had some intact relationships that would then help support them as they tried to move to sobriety. And he felt that this could have a major role to play in AA, but
why didn't he ever incorporate it?
It became too controversial, and so he ended up
working with cruder tools.
But there was a lot of work with LSD in the 60s for alcohol use disorder, and it proved to be quite effective when supported. So that these substances can be extremely helpful, again, used in a careful way.